Hey guys, Ryder Majaf here, and today I have my girlfriend with me. We're gonna do a slightly different video today and talk about 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. So 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After is a spin-off of 90 Day Fiance, where couples have 90 days to get married. These people, Americans, are bringing immigrants to the United States to marry them, and they have 90 days to get married. Now they're married. They've been married for maybe 6 months or so. So now we want to see, or the channel had made a show to see how the people are doing, and so many viewers were interested. So that's why they have the spinoff. Today we're gonna review season 2, episode 4. I guess we could just stick to that episode and go over the couples. So from season 1 we have Russ and Paula. Season 2, Danielle and Muhammad. Season 3, Lauren and Alexi. Season 4, George and Fisa, along with Chantel and Pedro. So we'll go ahead and talk about the couples' relationships, and we watch this show every Sunday night from 8 to 10 on TLC, and we're constantly going back and forth. If you see my Twitter, you see my opinions on this show. So which couple do you want to talk about first?
Why don't we start with the first couple they showed? So, Paula.
You want to start with them?
That's what the episode started off with.
All right.
So we might as well keep it.
So for those of you who don't know, Russ is from Oklahoma. He resides in Oklahoma. Paula is from Colombia, and they have different lifestyles. So Russ is a bit more conservative. Paula, and like any other Colombian women, a bit more on the liberal
Not all
side.
Colombian.
I guess not. Mr.
Most young.
Mo.
Most young.
But all right, fine. She's a bit more liberal. So they have different lifestyles. So we're constantly going back and forth over who's right and who's wrong over certain things. And Paula moving to Miami isn't bad, but you can't force Russ to become liberal overnight.
I don't think she's trying to force him to be liberal overnight.
He is. She is.
No, she's not.
Because she wants to do all this stuff, take her top off for the camera and all this stuff, and he's not cool with that.
Her
And
tits aren't in the picture.
But they blurred it off on TV. I mean, something was going on there.
Well, either way, it was blurred. It had sand on it. It wasn't porn.
All right, but he doesn't like that. And
well,
then
he doesn't have a job.
He's working on that. Don't worry about
Okay,
him.
but that's the money.
He's working on that. Paula friend. What's his name?
What's his name?
The gay guy.
Don't refer to him as that.
He's always making stuff hard for them. He's always mixing it up.
I feel like his name is Jose.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Juan.
Yeah, that's the name. But he's always making stuff more difficult than it needs to be. He's always insulting the man. Like, leave them alone. Like, let them do their own thing.
Well, to be fair, when she had dinner with the group of girls, they also teased him.
He don't like that guy.
But either way,
he just met those
that's
women.
clearly a cultural thing, because it would have been one thing. It would have been one thing if the woman didn't do it and then he did it. But clearly, it's some type of cultural thing to poke fun.
He just met those women. That's number one. He just met those women. Two,
and they poke fun at him the first time they met him. So clearly, it's a cultural thing.
Two, he straight up don't like that guy. They don't like each other.
Yeah,
so why are you gonna make fun of him being jobless? Why are they gonna make fun of him?
We're talking about when it first started. So when it first
weight.
started, he said, "Oh, you're getting a little chub." That's poking fun. Now the end of the episode, when he went in on him not having a job, that was wild.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
But we're talking about when the episode first kicked.
He shouldn't have even asked that. He all up in their business. Paula is not defending her husband. Like, come on. That's a shame.
Why does she need to defend him?
Because you can't let people do that to your husband or wife or whatever.
Man, he a man. He could defend himself.
Alright, so if Russ uppercut Juan, everyone's gonna be sorry for him.
Why does it have to go to uppercut?
Because that's what he deserves. That's what
like, Juan, do you have a job?
That's what he deserved. He deserved to be uppercut.
Just talk back.
He deserved to be uppercut.
Like, Juan, I already told you I don't have a job. What about you? What's going on with you?
And of course, he'll be like, oh, I have a job. Like Russ is going to go to Colombia and see if he has a job. You can say whatever you want.
Okay, but you could easily turn the tide of the conversation. Like, at that point, Juan already had said he's going to stop talking about it. So all he had to be was like, I thought we said we wasn't going to talk about this anymore. Like,
look at Juan. He's just there. Even Paula said herself, Juan is there to cause trouble, to cause drama, to mix it up. She said that. She know that about him.
Yes, so be a man.
Uppercut him.
No, you don't have to uppercut.
Or don't see him.
But at least talk back like he wasn't even trying to.
But Russ don't need to stoop to that level. What Russ did was fine. He walked away before he did or said anything that he would regret. That was 100% fine. And Paula like, why do you walk away? Because you're not even defending the guy. You're not even defending your husband. So?
Was she going to lie? Like, he was saying facts. It's not like, it would have been one thing if we were talking about, oh, you gained weight. Like, no, he doesn't have a job. So just be like, no, but I'm looking. I got some offers. Next.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you have to do. Like, what is it to defend if he's just saying facts?
Let's look at this. Paula, stop whining about being left behind. You were with your BFF who was being a total asshole to your husband. Just reading off tweets with the hashtag 90 Day
Did she come with her BFF? No, she came with her man.
What she went by? What, to Miami?
No, they're talking about when he was running off and she was like, "I'm drunk. Why would you leave your wife drunk?"
Well, she put herself in a position.
She came with him. No, that's your husband. You can't just walk away from your wife.
Paula, it's really simple. Tell Juan stop treating my husband like shit. See, no one is on Juan's side.
You skipped. You went down. You scrolled. But either way,
this is just 90 days.
Either way, I already told you in the second half that Juan went ham. So.
All right. Well, we already spent a good 5+ minutes on this guy. So go ahead and let us know who you think is right. Russ.
Well, I already said in the Juan and Russ argument at the end of the episode. Clearly, Juan was out of line.
And I've been in Russ. I've been in Russ' shoes. I'm not gonna say how so, but we already said how so. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Not with you. Not with you, but you already know who I said remind me of that guy. And like that guy is just a thorn in your side because he has nothing good for himself.
That's two different people though.
He's mad he don't have anything going on for himself.
That's two different people though.
Juan has a boyfriend who lives in Miami.
The first thing he was talking about.
Hold on. Juan has a boyfriend who lives in Miami. Miami is a liberal city. There's plenty of gay men in Miami. The boyfriend could be having his own men up in Miami, while Juan is in Colombia doing whatever. Got no.
They're in a monogamous relationship.
We don't know. That dude barely talk.
Cause he's Hispanic.
No, he don't barely talk because he's Hispanic. He barely talk because he don't have anything to say about Russ and Paula's relationship.
Well, he don't know these people. He just met them.
Exactly.
Juan knows Paula.
Yeah.
And he already met Russ before.
He met Russ. He don't know Russ.
And Paula be complaining about Oklahoma life to him. That's still her best friend, so he still knows.
But if she didn't like Oklahoma, she had 90 days to say, I don't want to be here.
Okay,
and I'm going to call it quits.
Okay, but how do you know for sure in 90 days? Maybe you thought it wasn't a deal breaker. Maybe you thought you could adjust to life. 90 days isn't enough time to know if you can adjust. The
fact
completely.
That they were living in Russ' parents' house. And Russ' parents were like, you're not going to be sharing a room with your future wife.
That's in Russ' parents' house.
All right, but what about Russ?
So now they've had their own home, and now it's a completely different thing now. So now that they have their own home,
Russ is still going to be conservative.
She's been there over a year.
He's still going to be conservative. You can't. It's hard. Look,
he can't be that conservative because he married a Colombian woman.
So that don't mean anything. Russ is selling his house. He moved to Miami. He's talking with his job recruiter. He hasn't moved to Miami. He can't move his stuff yet. I mean, he still has to go back to Oklahoma to finish off.
He went to Miami to see what it's about.
He's gonna move to Miami. He's already talking to the job recruiter who could get him some jobs in Miami. Hopefully, I mean, he's making steps to become more liberal, to want to be a bit more open. It's hard. It's hard for someone to be conservative and go to liberal, or be liberal and go to conservative.
You don't have to be straight up liberal. This isn't a conservative to liberal. All he's doing is moving to Miami. Miami is in a bunch of trannies running around half naked.
But it's not even that. It's just so different. Like the stuff we see in New York City that we don't think twice about. Someone coming from like Omaha, Nebraska, don't even know what the hell that is. Naked cowboy. We see that on the street every day.
Yet there's so many people from Ohio moving here. So
but that's the thing. You have so little people moving from those places because they probably wouldn't even feel right in a place like New York City or whatever. All right, that's one for me.
That's one for you.
Who do you want to do next?
Anyway, let's see. Why don't we get the what's their names? They're so unimportant.
Who?
One's from Israel.
Oh, Lauren and Alexi.
Yeah, let's get that out the way.
So Lauren has Tourette's. Alexi is like, okay. Lauren's like, oh yeah, by the way, our kids might have that. He almost shit himself. That was something else. So, I mean, their story's kind of boring. I mean, Lauren...
It's very boring.
She keep making shit up.
Like, this is an old storyline.
Yeah, I mean...
It's honestly something that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, so Lauren and Alexi met while Lauren was on vacation in Israel. I think Alexi was like the tour guide or something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly how they met. I think that's what she said. I don't know. But, that's how they met, and now they're here in America, and Lauren looks desperate because when they went back to Israel, this is Alexi's first time back. She's like, I hope he doesn't feel like he wants to live here. I'm like, well, of course he's gonna feel that way. He's from there, regardless if he actually does stay or not. But he's gonna feel like he wants to live there. He's gonna feel like he belongs there.
Yeah, but from the episode, what's going on?
From the episode, so they told the mom, Alexi's mom.
Well, the episode prior, she just found out that Tourette's is a genetic, hereditary.
Yeah, it could be passed down.
Disease.
The thing is, the gene is passed down for not for sure. Maybe
50. It says 50% chance.
50% chance the gene is passed down, but not necessarily.
That doesn't mean that
they're
gonna have it. But for some reason, they think 50% chance the gene will be passed down. They think that means if they have 2 kids, one of these kids is gonna have Tourette's. That's what they think, based off of that. But anyway, she just found out that the gene is passed on, so she told him about it the previous episode, and he flipped out. So now this episode, his mom came to visit, and they had to tell the mom that it is hereditary because in the season before, her parents, what's her name?
Lauren's.
Lauren's parents told Alexi's parents that it's not hereditary. Which doesn't make sense because it's not like it's contagious. Like, how do you get Tourette's if it's not hereditary?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But either way, they told Alexi's parents that it's not hereditary. So now they had to break the news to the mom that it is hereditary. And I don't know, that's such a boring... There wasn't really anything that happened.
Yeah.
That's controversial. Like, they told the mom.
Yeah.
The mom was a little upset. She stormed off.
Mm-hmm.
The mom told her to open the door. And another language.
Like, open the door. Open the door.
I said open that door. In another language now. Yeah. So clearly she doesn't know that you're saying open the door. I don't know.
That was stupid.
That was so stupid. I said open the door.
All right. Who do we do next?
Okay, next. Why don't we do Family Chantel?
So Pedro and Chantel. Pedro's from DR. Chantel, I think they live in Atlanta or somewhere around there. So Chantel completely lies to her family about marrying or being engaged.
In the previous season.
Yeah, in the actual 90 Day Fiance, the show, not the spinoff Happily Ever After, but in the show they lie about being engaged, saying that Pedro. Well, she lied about being engaged, saying that Pedro was a student here on a student visa, and all
they
that
just
stuff.
dated. But it was a K-1 visa, which means it was the engagement visa. Yeah. And she didn't tell her parents until like the week of the wedding.
Well, yeah, it was less than 7 days. Cause whenever she was like,
we have to get. She was freaking out because she didn't have nothing.
She was like, we have to get married Thursday, and the dad was like, this Thursday? Like it was something very close, you know?
Like it was Tuesday.
Yeah. What? So that's how that went. And then Chantel's brother doesn't trust Pedro.
Well, actually, the whole family low key doesn't like Pedro, but
I think the family, open. The dad is open.
The older people in the family, they're like, well, they're already married, so what's the point? It's the son that's just like, I'll never trust him.
This guy don't give off a good vibe. See, that guy almost got uppercut on that basketball court.
The previous episode.
Yeah, playing around with Pedro, he'll uppercut you real quick, man.
Oh,
but anyway, I see the thing with that is Chantel lied and made it harder on herself. So now the family, see, the dad seems accepting, the mom is of course gonna worry, but the brother just seemed extra.
He just seemed like he want to fight Pedro.
And he can't take Pedro.
Yeah, this is a twig.
Yeah, Pedro got some weight on that guy.
Either way, honestly, I feel like the family needs to just get over it because one, it was Chantel's lie. Mm-hmm. He only went along with it because that's her family. If she says don't do it, he not gonna do it, and he can barely speak English any damn way. So of course he not gonna be telling secrets and then tell it wrong. Yeah. Like he barely speaks English. So I don't understand why the family still acting funny, because in the previous episode they wanted him to come to dinner, and the son don't like him to the point where the son is disrespectful. And then the family themselves, I'm sure they didn't actually apologize to him. Like after seeing the season, I'm sure they watched it.
Yeah.
And you could see that it's her that made up the lie.
Yeah.
It's her that wanted to keep it a secret.
But the thing I never got about her lying is when you go on a TV show, doesn't everyone have to sign the waiver form? And then on the waiver form, it states the name of the show?
Well, maybe you don't.
Like in reality.
Do you think you have to sign it before you start taping, or just before it airs? It could be that, or it could be like you could sign a waiver, but it could be a TLC waiver. It might not say this is for 90 Day Fiance.
I mean, if anyone out there knows how that works, I mean, it's just all right, fine. Like, for sure, before that show airs, before they start the editing, they have to get them to sign.
Maybe by then they already knew. Or it could have just been a TLC waiver. It might not have said specifically 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah. All right, so
I mean, either way, they've seen the season and they see that it was Chantel who wanted to keep it a secret. So I'm 100% sure that they have not yet apologized for that. And
they're never gonna apologize.
They never are, because either way, they still think that he's using her for money. Which still doesn't make sense because Chantel ain't got no money.
Don't you see the thing how it's like black families don't apologize?
Yeah. But yeah, like either way, they still were thinking that he was gonna use her for money or use her to get citizenship. But one, he wasn't thinking about America before he met her. Mm-hmm. And then two, Chantel has no money.
Unlike DeVar from the first season of Happily Ever After, DeVar, before he met Melanie?
Yeah, I think so.
DeVar's mother tried to get DeVar to come to the United States.
Yeah, he was already trying to come to America.
So that looked kind of fishy to some people. Like, your mom tried, she wasn't able to get the job done. You meet this woman, she's able to get you here. So are you really here for her or to be in this country? So like some cases look funny. We don't know.
And I feel like
anything
they are
about.
trying to mirror this relationship to Javar and Melanie. Like they try to mirror it sometimes. You could tell because they'll be like, oh, well, Chantel will be like, oh, you're sending money to your family, but it's completely different because Javar, he was sending the wife's money to his family. He wasn't even making money yet.
Yeah.
He was sending her money back home.
Yeah.
But Pedro, he makes his own money. So if he's sending some of his own money back home, that's his money. At the end of the day, you're not missing it. It's not like he's skipping out on bills or something. She doesn't even notice that the money's gone. Like, the only reason she found out about X, Y, and Z is because the mom was bragging on the phone. The mom said it
about the new apartment and all that
So
stuff.
if it's money that you're not missing...
And to have like a fancy apartment DR, it's not a lot of American dollars to make that up.
Yeah, and she doesn't understand that either. I think Chantel is a little slow because, for one, she thought he was going to have credit. Like, she thought he was going to have credit.
So they're married already, but they're married already, but they want to do a wedding in DR. So now
she needs a new ring.
Yeah, she's trying to get a new ring.
Because last season they had no money saved, and they're both like young adults. So they got like a little popcorn bag ring, and she wants a new ring. Yeah. So they went to a jeweler in this episode, and basically the ring was like $4,000.
Well, they started at $7,800. And he was like, now how about $500? Did you hear that part? That reminded me of Muhammad. When Muhammad went to go get the ring for Danielle, or they went together, then he's like, that's too much. And then he got $100 ring. You know,
Danielle
I don't know if you're watching
it back then. Ring. I remember that. She deserves a $100 ring. Like, if she can't even pay her bills.
We'll get to her.
Okay. But either way, so the ring, they decided to meet in the middle and get a $4,000 ring. But he didn't have $4,000 on hand there. So they wanted to do like a financial plan.
Yeah.
You know, like a payment plan. So basically, to do a payment plan, you have to have credit, of course. And for some reason, homegirl thought he was going to have credit in America, even though he's from DR. Like, it made no sense.
He just got credit.
He just got his green card.
His credit is new, so it's really fresh. And like, come on.
You can't get a diamond ring with fresh credit. It's like you can't get a car with fresh credit. You can't get something nice, expensive with fresh credit. They're not going to let you. So she was completely caught off guard by that.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Everyone knew that shit was gonna fail. I don't know why.
He knew that shit was gonna fail. He was over there like, I don't even know why he even did that. Like,
and then Pedro on the end is like, yes.
Mm-hmm. He was not trying to buy her no $4,000 ring. But I think Chantel was a little slow. Either way.
Yeah. All right. We only got 2 couples left. Which one? Did we go Russian or did we go Tanisha?
I don't know. The Russian will probably be short because their scenes, it's kind of like the same thing. He lies about little stuff. She overreacts.
First off, let's just begin George and Anfisa's part stating this. If George backhanded Anfisa, that would be the last day we ever saw George. That would be the last time we ever hear from that guy. I just want to put that out there. Not because of Anfisa, but because he'll be in jail, and TLC would put out a statement. We wholeheartedly disagree with George's actions.
But also she would kill him because she's crazy.
Well, yeah, that part too. But we wholeheartedly disagree with George's actions, and those actions do not represent TLC. However, you have Anfisa, a woman beating up a man. It's just juiciness. It's just good primetime TV.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't like try to hold her back at all.
Yeah. But all right, well, yeah, let's talk about them. So George met Anfisa online. Facebook. They met on Facebook, and he claimed to be a millionaire, and he said, "I'll buy you all these things." So she wanted like a $5,000 or $10,000 bag or something like that. And that was like her first thing. Like when she first got to America, that's what she wanted.
That's a regular brand bag, like Louis Vuitton, all that stuff. The range is from $3,000 to $5,000. So she just wanted a brand bag. That's the first thing she wanted. And if you're a millionaire, you can get her a brand. Yeah.
So she, she wanted that. Pretty much everyone calls her gold digger, just to keep it short. But George has lied a lot about his wealth and his debt, and she's really not happy about that.
She's finding that out this season.
Yeah, she's finding it out after they're married.
After they're already married.
So she wants this post-nuptial agreement to protect her from any debt. And George is like, well, maybe I should get something too to protect myself from her stealing my wealth or whatever. So last night she met with the sister for the first time, maybe in a year. Like George has not seen his family in 9 months, allegedly because of Anfisa. I find that hard to believe. 9 months.
I find that hard to believe too.
You just didn't want to go for 9 months.
Exactly.
Just say I didn't want to go. That's what you gotta say. If you don't want to go, just say.
Because he could have easily told her, "Hey, I want to see my family." She would have been upset because the family don't like her. But either way, it's your family. She can't stop you from seeing them. It's not like he's going to see bitches. It's his family. He didn't try to because he just assumed it was going to be a big deal. So he didn't even try to. So let's keep it a buck. It's not like he tried to and she said, "You can't see your family." He didn't even try to. So at the end of the day, that's his fault.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's George and Anfisa. But George drives a nice car, an Audi R8. No, he has a Jeep now.
Yeah, that car from the first season is gone.
Yeah. What happened to that car?
It's probably rented.
Repoed. Yeah, I just realized that he drives a good sized Jeep.
He played a good game.
So he rented it for a year. Like, oh, she'll never know.
My thing is, he shouldn't pretend to be something he's not, and then expect her to just be okay with it. Like at the end of the day, you got this pretty plastic surgery.
Dr. Miami.
You got this girl that's clearly only looking for rich men because rich men are the ones that made her what she is. Like, she got these surgeries off of men.
And she's only 20.
Yeah, she got these surgeries off of men. Like, it's clear what she's about. She's from Russia, and she says, like, where she's from. I don't know what town, where, like, what family. But either way, she's saying what she grew up with is she's just going to be a housewife. The kind that doesn't cook or clean. You know, the kind that just has a maid and just goes on shopping sprees. That's what she says she grew up with. That's what she says she could have had, because apparently it's not like she was only talking to him. Like, she was like an Instagram model, Facebook. Like, she had those nude pictures, and a lot of rich, wealthy men hit her up. But he decided to go in her DM saying, "I'm the millionaire. Like, you might have other wealthy men hitting you up, but I'm an actual millionaire." So he knew what he wanted. Like, he knew what he was getting into. And then you can't just get married, tell her, "Actually, I'm in debt. I don't have money for these things, and you should get a job." Like, no, she's gonna leave you. She kept it 100 with you. You knew what she expected. You knew why she was with you. You knew why you were with her, because they have nothing in common. They have absolutely nothing in common. The only reason he was with her was because she was beautiful, and the only reason she's with him is because he said he was a millionaire. So you can't expect that she's going to be okay with you not having any money. You can't expect her to be running to get a job now that she got her green card when you told her she wasn't going to have to work. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. All right, last couple. Everyone's favorite. Danielle and Mohammed.
Wait, but we didn't even say how the sister said
oh, this
she
is
was
what happened?
a prostitute or like a mail order bride or whatever.
This is what happens when you pay someone to spread their legs?
Yeah, she said something like that.
Yeah.
The sister lucky she didn't get them hands. That's all I'm saying. Fisa clearly is okay with whipping ass. So
whipping the George family George ass.
Okay, so now the next family.
All right,
family.
Last couple.
Next couple.
Danielle and Muhammad. So Danielle lives in Sandusky, Ohio.
Where's that? Where's that?
And Muhammad's from Tunisia. Danielle is about mid-40s or so. Muhammad is like mid-20s.
Danielle's mid-40s, but she looks mid-50s.
Muhammad came here to be with her, but Danielle lied a lot about her debt and her criminal record, so she was arrested for stealing credit cards.
She pretty much lied about everything. Like, he came there, she already had backed up bills.
Yeah.
She already had stuff cut off. I'm sure she didn't tell him she lived in a hut. Because it wasn't a home. It was a hut. It was half of a trailer. And then
they were living in a house or in an apartment or something. Now they live in a trailer.
Now she lives in a trailer.
But they were living
But if that's her moving on up.
But now they own it.
Yeah.
But now they own the trailer, I think. I don't think they're renting anymore. They just rent the spot.
Yeah, it's something like she bought the trailer.
Yeah. I mean, TLC must send some good checks.
To buy a trailer.
Now, Muhammad drives Uber.
Catfish clap.
Muhammad drives Uber. He meet people in Walmart and start telling them about his problems.
Yeah, he meets random people and they just become his best friend and he lives with them.
Silly.
Either way, basically Danielle lied about her whole entire life. I wouldn't be surprised if she had a picture of herself from when she was 20 or something too.
on the profile.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if she had an older picture and made herself look okay. I'm sure when she was 20 she was still bad looking, but either way, I'm sure she lied about everything. Yeah,
but the thing is, we both know Muhammad ain't trying to be with no damn Danielle for the rest of his life.
Yeah, clearly. But I don't think he was gonna leave her right after the marriage. But it's the fact that she literally had nothing going on for her.
And then she smiled.
Nothing.
See, going back to the reunion show, when everyone's like, why would you have sex with your wife, Muhammad? Why would you have sex with your wife? And then when he finally says the reason, because she smiles, then they're like, how can you say that?
You're like, does.
Well, you asked the question. Don't ask the question if you don't want to hear the answer.
It is.
I mean, I just don't like this show. But anyway, so in the last episode, it was 2 episodes ago now, when he was playing Frisbee with the Hooters promo girl.
Yeah.
And, Danielle sees these pictures and she starts going crazy.
But mind you, in the very first episode of this season, Danielle is already talking to another person online. I'm sure from another country. It's probably another Muhammad, honestly. Because no one is talking to her because she's just a catch. I'm sure it's another Muhammad because it's an online dating thing. But the guy said they live far away.
But the guy, so there was another relationship in the other thing when the guy actually was on the show. I guess that didn't last. But he was a younger guy, 27 or something like that.
Oh, yeah, last season,
Remember, towards the end of the season?
He just wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, he just wanted TV time.
He just wanted some TV time. He wanted
TV time. The Walmart guy wanted TV time. He was like, 90 Day Fiancé? Yeah, I heard of that show. What's some TV time? And then the blonde girl, the white blonde girl.
Yeah, she wanted TV time. Honestly, everyone in Muhammad's circle wants TV time, but he gets a free home out of it, so it's
not that bad.
Everyone's using each other.
Yeah.
So I ain't even mad at it. You get some TV time, I get a place to sleep. Let's do it.
And the current girl, Diamond, she's a Hooter
waitress, promoter,
promo model. Come on, all these people trying to advance their career.
Yeah.
Why can't we see some regular looking person on Muhammad's side?
Well, either way, it's not like Muhammad's ugly.
No, but I'm saying, come on, you got Hooter promo girls, you got the white blonde girl.
But at the same
You got
time,
one
they only went
texting
on
you.
one outing. It's not like they're in a full-on relationship.
No, but they played frisbee.
But they played frisbee.
They
so clearly,
hung out. They hung out a few times. They play frisbee. They're hanging out. They're chilling, and then they're hanging out enough that Danielle was able to find her Diamond's Facebook page, and this is the preview for next week. She was able to find the Facebook page or whatever page and contact her.
Well, yeah, because she was probably tagged. Like, all you need to do is post one picture, tag
that's what I'm saying.
Their username. So it's not like they were hanging out so much she was able to find it. You only need to hang out once, post one picture, and tag it.
But that's what I'm saying. That
she's crazy.
Muhammad need to block Danielle.
She's crazy.
She's probably going through her friend. And then when her friend said that racist stuff, like, go back to your country and take care of your kids, some crazy shit like that she said.
But why isn't Danielle taking care of her children? I think that's the main thing that annoys me about her, is because she has this vendetta. She's like, you need to go back to your country. You don't deserve to be here. One, America ain't the place to be anyway. So it's not even like, oh my God, you're in America. Like, no. He'd have been better off going to Canada. But either way.
Especially with the Muslim thing that was on the episode.
Yeah, like, she has this vendetta. She's going to different lawyers. This is the second time she's putting in papers for an annulment. And then the first time she put in the papers, he said, we should be friends. And then she put in papers for a divorce. All of this stuff costs money. This woman has no money.
TLC sending some good checks her way.
But she need to be using them better. Like, you have 4 children.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one of these children is trying to become another gender. Like, these children need money. They're all, I'm sure, like 3 out of the 4, or maybe all 4, they're out of the house. Because they're not on the show anymore.
It's the 3 girls and 1 boy or something like that. The boy...
no, there is 1 boy.
The boy been out, I think.
Yeah, the boy's like the oldest.
Like, he was out from like 18 or 19 or something like that. He was out from very young. Yeah.
Either way, they're all older. Like, I feel like they're probably trying to go to college or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these children need support from their only parent, because clearly the father is not in the picture.
You're right.
Because then she would be stalking him. This woman is crazy. So clearly the father isn't in the picture. You don't have money, because when we first met you, you had so much debt. Like, your come up is a trailer. Yeah. You have no money. Why are you spending all your money trying to deport this guy? Like, Trump could do that battle for you, and you could save all your money. So why are you spending so much money to put in all these papers, take him to court this day, that day, like, get him deported, when you don't have to spend any money, and it'll probably happen on its own? Like, just divorce him and move on with your life. Stop spending all this money because you think he doesn't deserve to be in America. Like, just take this L. He used you. If you think he used you. I mean, I think it was obvious that he did not want to spend the rest of his life with a 40-something-year-old woman who isn't attractive, who has nothing going on for her. You already have 4 children. Like, he's a young man. When they first got together, how old was he? Like 20?
Maybe 23? 24,
yeah, like 20.
25. No, he's like 26 or 25.
I don't think he was 26.
He was only like 2 years older than Danielle's oldest kid.
Yeah, like I
their
feel like it was
very close.
I feel like it was like 24, like when he first came.
Yeah,
it was. I feel like it was under 25. Either way, this man, he clearly wants to have kids in his life. I feel like that's a part of his culture, right? To have children. Danielle ain't having his children, cause he acts like he's really into his culture. Danielle ain't have no children.
But he, I would say to a certain extent he is, cause he won't. Like, he drinks beer. In that first season, he was drinking beer, unless that was like some cider or non-alcoholic cider. I don't know what he was drinking, but
Cider.
but and all right. So one, he's a little wishy-washy, right? Because I think he was drinking beer.
No, because there's different types.
And then two
of religious people, like just like with Jews, there's like Orthodox Jew, and then there's like levels.
But it's such a bad thing to kiss your wife on wedding day, or it's such a bad thing to sleep in the same room with a woman you're dating or seeing, or
but I feel like with any religion,
label it.
There's things that are frowned upon, and then there's things that are like completely.
Like, who cares?
Yeah. And I feel like men drinking alcohol is probably not as big as a woman doing something in public. Like, men get a lot of, like, they stuff is brushed under the rug for men a lot of times in those cultures.
Yeah. That's true.
So I'm sure he can drink alcohol. And it wouldn't be the end of the world, but
yeah.
And then also, he wasn't trying to kiss Danielle.
Yeah, he said it was Ramadan, right? I can't remember.
I feel like it wasn't even Ramadan.
I can't remember what he said at the wedding.
I really wish someone Googled it and be like, "Wait, that's not."
It's not Ramadan.
That's 6 months from now.
You liar. It looked like summertime, and Ramadan has been in the summer over the last few years, but I don't know.
I mean, they live in the middle of nowhere. It could have looked like summertime,
but it does get cold in Sandusky.
I know it does.
They had like the snow on the ground and all that stuff.
Still.
But I think he said it was Ramadan or just public affection is not appropriate. And look at with Azan and Nicole. That's a little different because they were in Azan's country. But
he just came to America, so you're not just gonna flip a switch and be like, I'm American now.
I could just do whatever.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't know, but either way, Danielle's crazy. I really feel like she should move on and save her coins because you need it. Just let him be.
Right. I guess. I mean, Muhammad. That ship has she should have just gotten the annulment. There was literally no reasons for her to pull the annulment the first time.
And once you pull it,
if you keep going back and forth, see Muhammad. So they already showed the preview for the next episode. It was either late this past week or it's the preview for the next episode. He's already starting to collect his evidence to defend himself when they go to the judge.
And that's evidence in itself. Yeah. Like if you really had the grounds for an annulment, why would you pull it and now go back to it? Because now it clearly shows that you just have some type of hate towards him. And it's whenever like you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I'm gonna annul him. He needs to get deported. Departed.
He he should have been a little more smooth with conning her. Like if you're gonna
but I really don't
wait
feel
the
like
6 months. You gotta wait a 6
and that's what I'm
period.
saying. I feel like he wasn't. I feel like it wasn't like his plan to just straight up leave.
Like he would have left after this. He had to be a little more smart. Like I think it's
exactly.
6 months.
I feel like so it honestly was because she stunk. She had debt. Like she was a liar. She lied about a lot of stuff.
She's a criminal.
And then not only that, but her entire family
hates
and I honestly feel it was all because of that. Because clearly he wasn't with her for forever. But I'm sure it was his plan to stay for a while.
Maybe a year.
Yeah, I feel like it was his plan to stay for a while.
Just put up with that for a year.
Exactly.
And then you're home free.
Exactly.
3 years. So then, I think when you get married, so when you get married, you get the green card, right? I think you have to be with a person for 3 years, and then you could apply for citizenship. So if he was really tough, he would have waited the 3 years. I think it's 3 years. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he would wait the 3 years, just get the citizenship, and now you're golden.
Yeah, I'm sure he was planning on waiting for like at least a year. But honestly, she's crazy, and she's a liar. She had a lot of stuff wrong, just completely wrong.
She just thought she was gonna have this nice, young, buff, greasy, slick-looking young man to herself.
Dark, lovely man. She's just gonna have a nice stallion.
Every night, but it didn't go that way. It only
It sure
happened
didn't.
once.
No, she said they slept together twice, right?
Muhammad said twice. She said once. I don't know.
Well,
Someone
she
lied.
said once as in
once as a married couple. Okay.
Yeah, so it could have still happened before.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Muhammad is tough. Man. Oh man, Muhammad's like.
She looked like she
Muhammad's
thirsty.
like green card. Just think of that green card. That's probably all he could think of.
Stop it.
That's sad.
America. No. No, it ain't worth it. Oh no.
He's probably thinking, seeing all this Trump stuff, because this is like 6 months behind. He's probably like, oh man, thinking about looking at all this Trump stuff, like, man, I should have just stuck it out.
Not even.
I thought Hillary Clinton was gonna win.
Oh gosh.
But all right, well we've gone on enough here. So that's all we have for you today. Just smash the like button, as all YouTubers would say. And if you guys enjoy this, we'll do another one of these videos for episode 5 of season 2 of Happily Ever After. So see you guys later.
Bye.